Julianne! I did it! I finally stole the valuable sandwich from the Boiler Room Tavern. You'll never believe how I did it. Do you remember how I tried to break into the tavern by tunneling up through the floor from the flooded basement below? I thought I could convince the head chef that I was supposed to be there by putting on my top hat and pretending that I was the health inspector. The health inspector would be very disappointed with a flooded basement. It didn't work. He had hired a gang of ruffians to guard his loot. I got thrown out on my ear, and they busted my favorite top hat. But you know how much I wanted that sandwich. It smells like ambrosia. So I went in again last night, but I took the direct approach. I brought my best tools with me, a 2x4, and my blowtorch, and my secret weapon, a bear costume. A bear costume. It doesn't matter where I got the... So when I got there, the gang of ruffians were still in the kitchen. But they weren't expecting a bear to bust in wielding a flaming plank of wood. I was smashing things and setting fires and... Well, they panicked and ran away. Yes, I would expect a lot more from a gang of ruffians, too. But no, the head chef was still there in between me and the sandwich, and he was brandishing his meat cleaver, but kind of half-heartedly, because I was a bear. I kind of whacked him a couple of times with the 2x4, and he crumpled to the ground, crying like a baby who was about to lose his sandwich. I stepped over him and grabbed the sandwich. I got it! I got the sandwich, baby!
Malarkey.
What malarkey?
I said malarkey. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Well, I happen to know that the Boiler Room Tavern, like the head chef guy, he's from Russia, and he used to work in a Russian circus, so he tamed animals. There's no way he's gonna run away from some guy in a bear costume with a smoky stick. Like, it's just not gonna work. There's no way you got past him. No. Well, because I was the one who got past him. Yeah, I broke into the Boiler Room Tavern, like, last night. But just listen to me, okay? I'm the master rogue here. Just listen to how I did it, Reese. First, you need a disguise. Yeah. Well, I dressed up as a dishwasher. I worked in that tavern all day. Blended right in. It was perfect. I had poisoning needles up my sleeve, and over the course of several hours, I slowly poisoned the 3 ruffians. And by the way, they weren't a gang. There was only 3 of them. Yeah, nobody's buying your story. Sorry. But anyway, I took out the last guy, went for the head chef. He saw me coming, but I was way too quick for him. Yeah, I pulled out my giant magnets, and I ripped the meat cleaver right out of his hand with them. Yep. Yeah, I zoomed right across the room, clanged into my magnet, and then I had the magnets and the meat cleaver. Yeah, I'm armed with the meat cleaver now. It's mine. So I slash him to ribbons with it. Yeah, it was perfect. So anyway, I ditched my disguise. I grabbed the sandwich, and yeah, that's how you do it. The sandwich is mine.
Hi, my name is Sam Fraser, and I'm the designer of Rogues to Riches. What you've just seen is pretty much how a game actually works. When you play, you're given tool cards which you use to get through traps on the way to the riches. You can use those tools in any way you want. You have to convince your opponents that your plan is going to work and that you're not bluffing. So Rogues to Riches is infinitely replayable. Each layer is a little bit different. You saw that in the Boiler Room Tavern, there's a greasy head chef who shows up and attacks you. We also have the Alchemy Lab, where if you light any fires, the whole place explodes. My favorite part of the game, though, are the blank cards. So when you get a blank card, you can use it to create a new tool, whatever it is you need to get through those traps. You could create a lightsaber if you want. You can create a jetpack. You can create a miniature sun. You can even create new trap cards to block your opponents. So those new cards, when you create them, they go into the deck. They make your game unique, and your deck becomes bigger and better as you play. So the game here has become a big hit in my hometown of Halifax, and I'm raising funds on Kickstarter to do a larger print run so that I can bring the game to you gamers around the world. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments, and I look forward to hearing some of the stories that you tell each other. Thanks.